to my channel. I'm going to be doing an update on my weight loss and my health, because I haven't really talked about it much here on the channel about my health and what's going on with me, but I do need to talk about it because it has a lot to do with my weight loss journey, especially what's been going on with me recently in the past, I think 3 months or something like that, maybe 4, since I did my last weight loss journey video, which I will link that somewhere here in the cards or down in the description box. Because yeah, your girl has been going through it. I haven't been really feeling the greatest when it comes to my health and my weight loss. I've not been as motivated as I would like to be because of my health. So we're gonna talk about it. I have my water right here in case this video gets a little lengthy. So I'm warning you now, the video might be a little long. And I also have my notebook right here. So if you see me looking down, that's probably why, because I want to make sure I keep on track and I don't talk too much. So, you know, your girl's been on her weight loss journey since January, right? And I was trying to lose some weight, but not too much weight, because your girl still wanted to fit in her wedding dress and not have to try and squeeze the sizing of my dress down too much. As you saw earlier in the video, I did weigh myself and I haven't really lost much weight. There's been some things going on. My health has really been affecting my weight. Just so you guys know, it is going to be a little TMI about some of the things I talk about. It's really girly and personal. I call it girly because only women go through this, which is a menstrual cycle. But yeah, my menstrual cycle has been a problem of mine, and it's been a problem for some years, off and on. I have dealt with prolonged, heavy bleeding periods. I would have blood clots and different things like that, literally coming out of my body. So I've been dealing with that. So back in April is when I decided to start going to the doctor and seeing what's going on, what can I do, because I can't do this anymore. I'm about to get married. I want to eventually maybe start a family with my husband. I'm I need to get this under control, because it affects a lot of my personal life. So I went ahead and saw this new gynecologist. She did put me on some birth control. It didn't work. She also decided to give me an endometrial biopsy and a pelvic ultrasound. My endometrial biopsy, which if you don't know what that is, I can put more information down in the description box of what that is, or you can go look it up, just Google it. But I had that done and it came back where I had inflammation in my uterus. Other than that, there was no problems. They couldn't find anything else. They didn't find any polyps. They didn't find anything other than just some inflammation in my uterus. I had my pelvic ultrasound done. They really couldn't find anything on my ovaries. No cysts, no fibroids, no polyps, no nothing. Everything came back fine. So they're well, that kind of eliminates a lot of issues. They said the only way they could really know is if they go in there with a camera looking around to see if anything else was there, because from ultrasounds and biopsies they couldn't find anything. So I went through this whole process of being on birth control. I have had to try 2 different birth controls. The second one that I was on, they had to change the dosage. I was taking 2 birth control pills, not 4, 2 birth control pills a day, just to stop me from bleeding and keep my menstrual cycle on track. I also, on top of this, had blood work done. My blood work came back that I was anemic, a mild case of anemia that was obviously from all the bleeding. I also had vitamin D deficiency because my vitamin D was just extremely low. I also had high cholesterol, pre-diabetic, And I think that was about it. So of course I had to get on medication for those things. I have iron medication, I have vitamin D and cholesterol, as well as taking my birth control. And I have been dealing with this since basically like April, May till now. I'm still dealing with it. And on top of all of that was going on, I was stressing out over my wedding and getting it planned and making sure everything ran smoothly and all of that stuff. So I was just going through a lot that I couldn't even really grasp my head around my weight loss journey. Like, I was still like actively trying to lose weight, but I think the struggle just became really hard because my body was just under a lot of pressure and a lot of stress. On top of that, your girl had to go find a new PCP, primary care provider, which I did. She's amazing. And I needed to go see her because I'm like, I had some issues going on in my back and with my breathing, and I was getting a little worried. I've dealt with this before as well, and been to doctors about it. They just thought I had asthma, but that's not the case. So funny, I had been taking asthma medicine and I don't really need it. I went to this PCP to find out what the heck's going on in my back. Comes to find out I had a big huge lump, knot, whatever you want to call it, in my back. Basically, I was having intensive muscle spasms. The muscle in my back was contracting, like overly active, to the point that it just created like a knot, because I was having other muscle spasms in my lower back as well as the one that was like more in the middle, like upper part of my back, kind of near and around my rib cage, and like right where your spine is and right where your like rib cage kind of is. I had one right there. That was probably what was also causing me to hurt when I inhale and exhale, because that knot was basically sitting right where my rib cage is, and that's where your lungs are, obviously. And on top of that, I was having pain like all in the front part of my stomach, kind of around where my rib cage is. And so I was telling her about that. So she's feeling around on my back and she's like, I'm gonna like touch you like right here on your back, and you should feel this like sharp pain in the front of your body, like lower part of your like stomach and like rib cage area. So she touches there, all of a sudden I feel this sharp pain. And she's like, okay, I know exactly what it is. You have inflammation around the cartilage of your rib cage. Basically, I didn't even know that was a thing. I mean, I know that you get inflammation throughout your body, but like inflammation of your cartilage, like what is that? I can link down in the description like the more technical terms, because I don't have all those terms right off the dome, and I did write some of them down, but I don't want to go through it all. But yeah, so I'm dealing with this pain in like around my rib cage, which she said that's probably what's causing it to feel hard for me to breathe, because I just have inflammation. Basically, it's like inflammation around your lungs. I mean, your rib cage is what's protecting your lungs. So it's basically just inflammation throughout different parts of my body, and that's what's causing a lot of the pain. On top of that, the muscle spasms is, you know, causing the pain in my back and different things like that. So I've just been dealing with a lot of health issues. It's been hard to get up and exercise and move around, because a lot of times my back is in a lot of pain. Even with the medication and stuff, like it's just been hard. And then the breathing, and it's like I'm already obese and out of shape. So it's like trying to do things, it's already hard for me to breathe. And now I have something else going on around the general area of my lungs that is causing it to be harder on me to breathe. And I'm just like, I'm over it. Like, I know that I'm part of the blame, because of my weight. I know my weight has a lot to do with a lot of my health issues, because when I wasn't overweight, obese, whatever you want to call it, I did not have a lot of these issues. And like the only thing that they could figure out about like my menstrual cycle and why I was having those issues was because of my imbalanced hormones due to me being obese. So I really got to get myself in check, and I'm making this video to kind of hold me accountable as well, because I have to do this. Like, I want a better life. I do not want to cut my life short because of my bad habits, because that's really what it is. I have a lot of bad habits when it comes to my food, when it comes to my activity level, when it just pure laziness sometimes, you know, and feeling unmotivated. And it's like enough is enough, because this is causing way more issues being the size that I am. These things that I'm doing is not worth it. Like, I want to be here. I want to be here for my husband, my future potential children, my family and friends. And it's like, I have to get on top of this. And that's what I'm going to do. So I hope that you like this video. If you do, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Go follow your girl on Instagram, because your girl is going to be on her game. I am really trying to lose this weight. I'm determined, because I'm not going to lie, this has been hard. I have cried about this. I've gotten angry at myself. It's been a process. Feeling a little emotionally beat up. My mental health hasn't been the greatest lately. I mean, you would think it would be great. Your girl just got married and I should be living it up and being a happy wife. But at the same time this was going on, I got hit with all of this health issues, and my weight is affecting even my future. And it hasn't even happened yet. But I know that this isn't good for me. Where I'm at right now in my life, when it comes to my weight, is not good for me. I am not healthy. I am basically destroying myself, and enough is enough. I've rambled on more. So give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.